Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be showing you how to recreate this smoky wing liner look. So if you want to know how to recreate, stay tuned. So I've just primed my eyes using the Peel Wigs base and I've filled in my eyebrows. And I'm going to just start with my eyeshadow. For today's look I'm going to be using the Soph palette from Makeup Revolution. And I'm starting off with this black shade on a winged liner brush. I'm just looking down and I'm finding where I want to bring that wing. Just mapping it out to the shape that we want. I'm quite happy with how that looks and I'm just going to bring it back in, neaten up the edge. So you'll have that sort of shape. Then what you want to do is just use that eyeshadow and just trace a thin line right across the lid. Just focusing on the lash line. And just, it doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to be smoking this out. And then continue on the following eye. Once you have both sides done, they'll look something like this. Just so you can get a good look. And then with a small fluffy brush, I'm going to take this shade here, which is more of like a chocolatey brown. And we're just going to use that just to smoke out those edges. So tap off the excess and just wiggle just along the edge of the black with the brown, like so. Really soft motions, just very slightly fading it out. You want to focus it here on just this outer part of the eye first, then work on the wing and then bring it back, just because we want to keep the dimension on the outer wing, and reapply and build up as needed. If you find your brush is a wee bit too big and fluffy, switch to a smaller, more flat, fine brush and it'll help make your work a lot easier. Trust the process, it's going to look so messy until it looks perfect. Such a fiddly process, but it looks so good at the end. Now with a clean fluffy brush, you're just going to go over that edge and just make sure that feathers out into nothing. And then if you need to build up more depth, do so here. Now with your large fluffy brush, it looks something like this. And again, repeating the other eye. Now when you're happy with how it looks, you want to take a really small defined brush like this one here from Morphe. It's the M562. And take a warm caramel shade like this one and just run that right over the very edge of that brown. Soften out those edges and create a complete blend. This creates that gorgeous smoky eye and makes your eyes look so almond shaped. When you're completely happy with how it's blended out, you can add in the brown just to deepen it up again. It should look something like this. And you can repeat the steps back and forth until you're happy with the blend. With your large fluffy brush, I'm going to take this very neutral shade here and we're just going to swipe that through the crease, just so we don't lose the depth of the eye in the eyes. And again, this will help blend everything together. When you're happy with how both eyes look, you can add a little bit of highlight just under the brow bone, and in the inner corner just to add a little pop of light. I'm going to use this one here from the Soph palette. Just add that little bit of brightness to the eye. Makes your eyes pop. When you're happy with the general shape, we're going to take a little cotton bud and some micellar water and just clean up the shape just to make it so effortlessly and neat. We'll then blend out with the dry side. And taking your large fluffy brush again, just fluff out the edges. This will eventually blend back into the foundation, and just repeating this eye. For my foundation and base products, I'm going to be using all drugstore or affordable products. Starting with this is the PS Pro Miracle Primer, Prep and Perfect. This is very similar to the Professional from Benefit, so if you like that, you're going to love this. It fills in the pores and just makes the skin look really smooth. So I just apply this with my fingers to the areas where I feel I need that smoothness the most, which is generally the T-zone area. This is a very silicone-y, slippery type primer, so it goes a long way. So once that's on, for foundation I am using the Revlon Colourstay in the shade Early Tan. I'm using the combination oily skin one. And for my foundation brush, I am using the multitask face brush from Real Techniques. And then I just press it in. This is a lot darker than my neck. I am aware of my hands, but I'm just blending it down because I want that more tanned, glowy look. I mean, so dark, but again, as I said, we're going for a glowy look, and I am gonna tan up the arms with an instant tan of the U-Tan one from Jamie Genevieve. Is my favourite. For my concealer today, I am going to be using the Conceal and Hydrate from Revolution in the shade C2 because I love a really big bright under eye. This is really good actually. I've got quite dry under eyes and they can look a little bit, what's the word, like crappy at times if I use too matte or too heavy concealer. So I like to use this hydrating one just to make it more smooth and full coverage. I also like their new Infinite concealer. I have that over there somewhere. It's really good too. I'm just applying this in a slight V shape under the eyes. So you can see this looks stark white, but when it's blended out it will look lovely. I also do a slight bit just there and on my chin and the cupid's bow. A wee bit down the nose. To blend it out, I like to use a combination of beauty sponge and this contour brush from Real Techniques. Both work really well, but I like to make sure it's super blended. So what I do first is I use the brush just to spread the product out like so. Now going in with my sponge, I am pressing over those areas and just making sure everything is super blended. When you're happy with how everything looks, take your powder and set underneath your eyes and anywhere else you've placed the concealer. For me, I'm loving at the minute this powder from Fit Me. I use my sponge just to like really set the areas where I know I'm going to get really oily. Just my nose. My forehead. And then in and around my under eyes. The brush, and again just setting that area. And then I am just sweeping away any excess. And setting the nose and forehead as well. Take a fluffier brush and I just wiggle it just to remove any excess powder. To bronzer, contour, I'm going to use this product from Bbold. When you see what's inside this, you're gonna laugh. Like, I love this to death. It is my favourite bronzer, contour. I love the highlight, but the bronzer and the contour, unreal. I would say that this bronzer is very similar to the MAC Give Me Sun. I mean, that is a battered up palette. But this bronzer is gorgeous. Today we're going to be using this number 10 from LMD. Now for my forehead, I am just starting at the top and then wiggling around in big circular motions. As we said before, we're going to blend these eyes out into nothing. So again, I am just taking that brush and blending that up into my temple area. There, like so. And again on the other side, blending it out into the temple. This brush, which is a small contouring brush from Luxie, and take this shade here from the Bbold palette, tap off your excess, and from the middle of your ear just creating that nice contour look. I keep it quite back at the ear for that more depth to the face. We don't want to do too much and take away from our bronzed look. So I do underneath my chin, of course. So just taking blush now, this Luminoso from Milani. It's not too in your face for a blush, and it looks gorgeous. And you can put a wee bit on your nose, and I also like to put a bit here for that more sunburned look. So I'm just taking this spray to help take away that powdery look and melt all the products into the skin. For my highlighter, I am going to be using my Sub-Zero palette from Bperfect. Today I'm going to be using the shade Maybelline and Lifestyle mixed, or Made It and Lifestyle mixed together on my Spectrum fan brush. I'm just going to be placing this just here on the highest points of my cheeks. I mean, look at that glow. Just there above the brow bone, this side, and again on that side. I like to put it on the tip of my nose, on the Cupid's bow. So to finish off the under eyes, we're going back to the Soph palette, and I'm taking this Sosu X Kaylee brush. It's the SK04, and I'm taking that black shade here, and I'm just taking that into the waterline. Just about halfway across the eye, and repeating on this side. And then with the same brush, taking the lighter brown shade that we used to blend out, and we are just blending that along there on the lower lash line. Same little Morphe 562 brush. We're taking that caramel shade and just buffing out underneath again, just to blend it in. I'm not completely happy with how that looks, so I'm actually going to take that black all the way along the line. Lower lash line.
Like so.
And with the small brush, just on that brown, just blending those out. Then back in with your caramel. With your big fluffy brush and that neutral shade, there's what we blend back out into. Just gonna pop on my lashes, and I'll be right back. So the lashes I used were the Tatti lashes TL9s, and I put myself in the eye doing this one, so excuse the red eye. And I decided I'd add a few little faux freckles. And we're just going to do our lips now. These are the products I'm going to use on my lips. So it's the Maybelline Colour Sensational lip liner in 630 Velvet Beige, the Revolution Iconic Nude Revolution in Inspiration, and the Bperfect Ellie collab lip gloss. Start with the lip liner. This is such a good lip liner, so creamy, really really nice. And just going to draw a line from the outer edge and the bottom lip to the middle. Draw from the outer edge up. This creates that like really pouty look. And then I'm taking my lip gloss, just placing that in the center of the lip. Just to get that really pouty, glossy look. I then finish with my setting spray. And the look is complete. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. Bye.